Of course it is. Hey, everybody. It is Thursday, June the 3rd, in the year of our Lord 2021. Hey, Dwayne, I'm trying to reconstruct your butterfly that you got on, but I don't see a 4165 strike. What am I missing? You said it's in June 21st. SPX, right?
No, it's tomorrow's expiration.
Oh, tomorrow's expiration. Let's go.
If you just if you copy that and paste it into your trade, it'll go in there in your trade window.
I think I already closed my thing up. Let's see. We'll get it real quick. So you got the 4165. Let's see what we got going on here. You're on the call side. We shall take a look at it. All right, 4165. Here we go. So 4165, 4170, 4180. On the call side. 4165. So you bought the 4165. You're selling the 4170. Let's get that. 4170. Selling that. Hold my control thing down. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to do two of those. Make that custom. Custom. Yeah, Keith Whitley. Abby and I were riding around the other day, and Keith Whitley come on, and we listened to 2 or 3 songs before that. And I said, "Can you hear the pain in that man's voice?" And the song we were looking at or listening to was "Don't Close Your Eyes," written by what's his name, Bob McDeal. And I thought, man, just writing that song had to be, just painful. All right, let's see if we got it here now. 4185. But pain is what makes really good music, right? It really is. So you sold that puppy for $1.80. So now it's $3.65. And you got 1 day left on it. Let's analyze that trade. See what she looks like. What do you look like, baby? Yeah, but pain's what makes good music. All right, so let's go hide positions.
Also, some of your best comedians, there's a lot of pain mentally with them too. I've noticed in some like documentaries, they seem funny on the surface, but they struggle mentally.
Yeah, and you find that with a lot of fat people, right? And that's what I've told Beth. It's like, fat people, we try to, use humor to cover up all of our, our painful moments in life. And whether we're good at that or not. And I told Beth, I said, it was my humor that lured her into my trap, right? That got her sucked into, hey, I'm going to be with Bobby for the rest of my life. Now she hears my same jokes over and over. I mean, there are no new jokes at this point. Every joke I've ever said, when we go and I give someone a check, I always ask them if they can hold it for 2 weeks, just because I want to see their expression, right? I want to see them go, And Beth's like, she's putting her head down. I mean, first 100 times that was funny, but now she's like, I've heard everything, Bob. You've done every joke humanly possible, and they're just not funny anymore. Okay, so Dwayne, you're screwed, man. No, I'm just joking. So right now, it says I didn't put in the price. What was your price on it? $1.80. Let's put that in. See if I can change it to $1.80. $1.80. Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. Be easier just type it, wouldn't it? Probably would. So, what's your favorite comedian there, Matt? That you've known. That's I mean, look at Chris Farley, man.
Chris Farley was who I was referring to.
Yeah, I mean Chris Farley, man. I mean, funniest dude on the planet. Matt Foley, right? Wasn't it Matt Foley? Van down by the river. God, that was funny. John Candy, Jim Belushi, John Belushi. Jim's still alive. right? I get them mixed up all the time. All right, so you're down what right now on this one at $1.80. You're down a little bit. Let's see. Here's current price. So you're down, 200 bucks or so, and you're going to be down 320 tomorrow, unless we get a move down, right? So you got to have a move from 41.99, which is where we're at now. So you'd have to get a move down, you know, uh, down in here. So I mean, one thing you could do is you could close it today, right? Or Ken might tell you to come in and make a. Ken, would you tell him to come in and make a bat wing out of it? Maybe put something on this side too.
Well, one of the things is he's past the outer edge. He's in the max loss zone.
Yeah.
My policy is once it hits there, is sort of like you, just like, well, if you're in for an ounce, you're in for a pound kind of thing. Just ride it out. There's no premium if you do the other bat wing.
Yeah, and
I mean,
you
at
got to
that
do it
area.
over here, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, it'd be kind of close. And being tomorrow what it is, I'm not scared. I'm very cautious about Friday, Monday. I think we're going to have a big cycle change. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of cycles hitting on the weekend. So I would, if this was me, and the devil in me would ride it out till tomorrow to see if there's a rally. Because if it might go under the tent. And not a rally, a fall in this case.
yeah, if there's a
Yeah.
fall, right, it could
Yeah.
help. You could save yourself $120 though by closing it now if you wanted to. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's the thing. Is it depends on what I can't know your risk tolerance or how you feel about it. Me, I'd ride it out in the hopes of it falling under the tent.
And I think that's what I've been doing. I've been just, my thing is I just been letting them go, man. I mean, go baby, go. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking because, we've got enough of those other trades that I don't really need to worry about this one. All in all, I'm making money.
yeah, that's the thing with these. I mean, they're high probability trades. Every now and then we're going to have one go to max loss, and those hurt, but we just kind of swallow it. And like you say, if you wanted to save you about $132 of possible misery, go ahead and close it now. Otherwise, you may have an additional $130 worth of loss in that tomorrow. So, but either way, that's the good thing, right? When you start having these puppies on, and we got a bunch of them on. Look at this. I mean, we just let's see where all we're at now. Trade, got our option trade, whatever here. I mean, we got them in every expiration just about. Let's see, where are my SPX trades? I say, here we go. I got them in 4 days. I got them in 8, 11, 13, 15, all the way down to 29. I mean, and most of them are going to be profitable. Every now and then we're going to get one that's going to, sting a little bit. And you can manage it early. So there's really no right or wrong answer to do. It's like I say, you don't have enough time to really put something on the put side and you're not going to collect any premium. So, just manage your entire account. Look at how it's affecting your overall, Greeks here. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, one last comment before you run
Yeah.
off
Mm-hmm.
is in Thinkorswim, you could put on a vertical credit spread on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and its margin requirement, in other words, it'll be offset by the broken wing butterfly, so you don't incur any additional margin. So if there might be decent money in a vertical spread on the other side, given 1 day to expiration.
Yeah, that's
But
a good point.
Is with a butterfly or any spread beyond 2 legs or 2 options there's just not enough premium to make it worthwhile this close to expiration. But if you were to go down there and just get a vertical going on the other side, your margin requirement won't change, and that'll lessen the pain if you keep it.
Yeah, you could bring in a few bucks, right, by doing a put vertical spread to kind of offset what's going on your call broken wing butterfly. Good
But
suggestion.
remember, I'll never forget the what this old commodity trader said. A spread will get you broke twice as fast, twice as much. So you got to be careful about what you do.
So let's look at SPY. So today is when we normally do our AIM account, right? So again, price is fairly priced with SPY. So I'm trying to now make a projection for the next 7 days. And my projection for the next 7 days now says, okay, we're fairly priced with SPY. However, we are now below. Remember the other day we were above the 20 and the 50. Now we're below, right? We're still above the 200. So I'm a little more bearish now, only because, and I know these are pretty flat anyway, but we are below the 20 and 50 exponential moving averages, still fairly priced, but I'm a wee bit more bearish today than I was yesterday. Remember yesterday we were below the 20 and above the 50, but now we're below kind of both of them. We're touching our head on the 20 there, but we're below the 50, above the 200. So I'm a little more bearish for the next 7 days, right? May see some fall back into this gap here. It's funny how these gaps sometimes kind of feel, right? We see where the volume is most heavily traded. It's already gone back to that level. It may not, see, that would kind of be going, if we went down there, we'd be touching around the 200 moving average. So we may see over the next 7 days, this is a 10-day chart, we may see some pull back into here. So I'm a little more bearish today than I was yesterday. Now, why is that important? Well, that's important because I'm going to go to the AIM account, and y'all will be so happy. I did all my green monsters this morning because I sit there going, I do not want to bore y'all with me doing all my green monsters all day. So let's do our AIM account and kind of get ready for next week. So now, just looking at this, we are below the 20. I just like to see that. We're below that and above that, right? So, okay, so let's get our IV ranks in here. We'll do this kind of quick. Where do we get our IV ranks? I pull them off of this little page. So I go to our positions, take it off of options, and I put it in our stocks. Wait a minute, where do I normally see that? I swear I've lost where I find that. Let's see, order change, close, working crypto, options, futures, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I do this options symbol. I used to be able to see where that was, and I can't find it now. So let's look at this account. We're 191 positive deltas, negative vegas are much less than they were yesterday. We got positive theta. We're down 23, $14 on the day. So everything's looking good. So SPY is at an IV rank of 9.7. Okay, so let's record that. Kind of like to, it makes no difference in my algorithm at this point. It will one day when I finish my algorithm, but I ain't finished it yet. Why? Because I'm doing economics homework. Unbelievable. What am I doing? All right. Let's go back to college. All right, UMDD. So let's see what that is. UMDD. UMDD. UMDD is 19 and a half. I spent all morning drawing big green monsters. UBT. What is UBT? UBT is 27.3. 27.3. Is everybody having a good week? I hope y'all are. Ken's going in his bunker. He's ready for the fall. And I don't blame you.
Yep.
ULE, look at that. 56.8. The euro, 56.8. Wow.
Oh, speaking of that, on that silver trade I put up on the post,
Yeah.
since it failed to break out above the that double top, I'm going to hold off before I load up on the silver.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because it's like, it's crazy to do it now, but I think it might have fallen to the support level. So.
And it looks like in this particular silver instrument that I trade, looks like the IV went up 3%, so it's becoming a little more volatile. Let's see what ERTI is doing. ERTI. I remember Artie Lang from Howard Stern show. And then he got on drugs and went off the show. And I just quit listening to Howard after that happened. I used to listen to Howard a good bit until Artie went off. I just loved Artie. He was so real. Now, that's another one, Matt, we're talking about, kind of a tubby comedian. And he, certainly has his own painful stuff as well. What am I doing? My positions? Why is it not show? Oh, here we go, stocks. So what am I doing now? Everybody's got pain, right? In some way, some way. And you let it come out creatively. And that's a good thing. For example, did y'all know that I have started my own art page on Facebook called The Fat Angry Artist? And I've never painted a day in my life, but I got some paint now, and I'm going to start painting to music. So let's say that you go, hey, Bob, I'd like to see you paint Eye of the Tiger. Then I'm going to actually play Eye of the Tiger in the background, and I'm going to play the song as I'm painting, and I will finish the whole painting during the time that song is on. So, or I'll rewind it and play it again. Of course, we don't rewind nowadays, but UDAL 4.6. So I am the Fat Angry Artist, UDAL 4.6. And Beth is like, why are you doing this? I said, Beth, creative expression, my dear. Ugly, you ugly, and your mama dresses you funny. Ugly is 17.9. So I'm rewarding these that have more volatility, right? Because I like to see them move. It's not really moving anything yet because we hadn't changed everything else. UCO, y'all get oil just going up, is it not? That's what I'm hearing anyway. We don't drive enough to use it till I go to Myrtle Beach. All right, what are we going to do when I'm at Myrtle Beach, y'all? Beth's like, you are not. Hey, Beth, are you in here, honey? She's like, you are not going to be doing classes when we're at Myrtle Beach. I'm like, honey, I got a trade anyway. Y'all can't take off. I might as well do it. Us team. I think she'll be fine. She's all bark and no bite most of the time. You pro. I love me some Beth, but trust me, that woman. You should see our wedding video when we got married. So I'm coming up behind her. The band's playing, Brown Eyed Girl, and I come up behind Beth, and I'm doing like this, like I'm dancing, and you can see her. I wish you could see it slow motion. She's like, get off my dress. And it was like this animal come out of her, like I had jumped on her dress or something. Oh my God. And I sit there and I said, man, this is going to be a long, long, long marriage. Oh Lord, that girl scares me sometimes. Look at this. UPRO has gone down from 30 to 14.6. Yeah, that Beth, she's a little tiger boy. Oh. And now I'm like, Beth, we need to settle your daddy's estate. He didn't leave a will or anything. I said, we need to kind of get all of his funds out, do whatever we're going to do. She's like, well, I gave you all that paperwork. I'm like, Lord, now it's blaming it on me. So I've been on the phone trying to figure out where all his accounts are. Oh my gosh. He's typed, he's got it, he's got money hid in the floorboards of the house. Just ain't no telling. All right, junk. He never spent $1 in his life. Junk is 18.4. But when I had my accident back in 2009, we've already put that in. Right? All right, 5-day return. Beth's name was not on our checking account, and it took an act of Congress. I was in a little medically induced coma, and she couldn't pay our bills. She couldn't do anything till I came. What, Beth? I was able to get our power bill stuff paid. Oh, you were? But you weren't able to access our account, though. How long you been in here? Not long. We ain't been talking about me. No, I ain't been talking about you. Huh? For a lot of stuff, Bobby. Beth, go feed the chickens, honey. Bobby. What? She's throw you down the stairs. She said she's throw me down the stairs. Do you know John Panetti or Panay? I don't know John Panay, I guess.
John Panetti.
Where's he from? Is he a trader or something? Or
no, he was a comedian.
Oh, I don't guess I know him.
Kind of on the large size.
Yeah. Oh, and what's that guy's name that was on Last Comic Standing? He's dead now. Fat people, we all go first. You know, we always like, well, he was so funny. Day. Was his last name Day? What's his name? Come on, Matt, you know. God, guy's funny. Yeah, fat people have to be funny. I mean, you have to have a little bit of humor. Like the lady at the post office, she's a little bit overweight, but she ain't funny at all. Beth went in there to mail some stuff the other day. She said, "You're right. She ain't not got no personality." I'm like, I know, it's crazy. I'm like, what's wrong with her? All right, so here we go, y'all. We're getting our 5 days, right? Trading View is free. I hope y'all got your account set up. And all you got to do is go compare, right? And you compare symbols. So I put in SPY so I can track it. And then I do, here's all the stuff I got compared with it. And I saved it as I name it comparison chart. So then we do the 5 day comparison. And what we're going to do in AIM, we're going to reward the things that are outperforming. We're going to punish the stuff that's underperforming. Now, keep in mind, this is the total opposite of what Robert Lucello tells us to do in his book. He's like, when it goes up, sell it. When it goes down, buy more of it. But I thought, hey, let's just flip that on its head. And so far, y'all, 18% return. That ain't too dang bad. So let's keep it going. What'd you say, Abby? Sorry, I got all this going on in the background. All right, so let's record this. So UMDD is 0. Wow. UMDD is flat. Lily, Daddy's in class. Leave Daddy alone. Oh, you're so cute. You like a little clown. She's got markers all over their face. These are the most unruly children. All right, so next is UBT. Oh, heck, Bob. Come on, Bob. Bob. UBT. Where's it at? Boy, my eyes are going. It's 0.19. 0.19. And if y'all are not doing this yet, this is actually the fun account. My friend called me. He says, do you know why you're doing so well in that account? I said, why? He says, because it's rules based. He said, it's rules based and you've got everybody watching. So when everybody's watching, you have to stay by your rules. And I go, you know what? You're exactly right. He thinks that if y'all weren't watching, I'd have already blown this account up. That's what my friend Chris says. He's like, if everybody wasn't watching over your shoulder, you unbalanced. ULE is still 0. Look at that. It's like it went dead on me. All right. AGQ, here's silver. Let's talk about silver. AGQ is negative 2.95. Look at that. And I said, I wouldn't have blown the account up. He says, you're undisciplined, Bobby. I said, I know. He knows me. He knows me well. Our ERTI, where is it at? 2.12. 2.12. TQs, which is the NASDAQ, is TQs. Negative 3.07. Got to watch it. Each one of them has this little negative sign here. It doesn't mean negative. It's got to have that one right next to it. So TQQ's negative 3.07, or that could really throw your calculations off. And I just love that y'all can make this whatever you want to. If you believe in RSI or you believe in stochastics and what I forget the other one. Stochastics, RSI. What's the other one everybody uses? You down. 0.48. Oh, heck, y'all help me, y'all. Stochastics, RSI. Oh, MACD. MACD, baby. How can I forget that? All right, so now we're down to ugly. Ugly is negative 2.65. And the funnest thing to do is to watch what happens over here when I change these things, right? Negative 2.65. So it says buy 4 shares. Now it says do nothing, right? Because we're punishing it. Okay, UCO. UCO is killing it, y'all. 6.51%. I think Beth will let us do our little class when we're on the thing. If not, Ken, you may be ready to go. What do you think?
I was mildly distracted.
That's fine. Mama's got you doing something too, ain't she? Negative
Well, we had our
0.95.
our Thursday date early this morning because she had some preacher stuff to do,
Oh yeah.
and then this afternoon we're going to do the rest of her birthday.
Oh, what are y'all doing? Can you talk about it or speak?
We're going to have dinner. We've already, we're just going to have dinner at a super fancy place,
Oh man, that is so fabulous.
and I actually have to put on long pants,
Oh man, I do hate that.
collared shirt, have to
I-
take a bath. You know,
Yeah, all the bad stuff. I know. I've got stockings that I'm supposed to wear on my feet, and it makes my legs look so good. I mean, I look like Joe Namath when I wear these things. And let's see, spy. And if I ever go out this summer, I'm thinking about wearing those, which I think are really kind of cool. Negative 0.28. I don't think Beth will let me. But I'm like, Beth, it makes my legs look tan and, just, I don't know. She says I look like an old lady. Hey, what are you doing in here? Why don't you like go to another room? All right, now let's go to the 1 month return, y'all, right? So we got to do the 1 month. So I click 1 month down here and we see how it changes. UCO was here. Now UCO is still up there. Look at there for 1 month. So we start off with UMDD. I know it's first. It's 0.56. This is science, y'all. You cannot debate science. We're taking as long as I put these things in right, this science has been working really, really sweet. So it's worth us looking at, right? UBT. Beth's got some Brooks and Dunn going downstairs. UBT is negative 0.52. I think she knows we were talking about her. She's hovering. ULE. How's everybody's account doing though? I mean, everybody okay?
I'm churning this week.
You're churning this week?
Yeah,
That's fine. We're gonna get out of our churning. I believe it. 0.84.
but my wife's IRA
Mm-hmm.
is
Killing it.
it's like killing it. I'm like you. I'm at the point about to throw away everything and go to AIM.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Hey, how about this? What if you went all to AIM and then just did the Black Swan hedge?
Yeah, and I think that would be the cash meow. And I would want a speculate little tiny spec account, which I have,
Yeah.
because it's fun doing this stuff.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I love this stuff, y'all. This is, and you know what is amazing? I know y'all probably saw Tom's post in our group yesterday, and he was talking about the friend of his that put 25,000 into AMC calls, right? Bought calls, and now he's made $1 million, and that's exciting. And if you've got the extra, cash to do that and to do some of those speculative plays, do it.
Don't be
But
seduced by that, though. Yeah.
don't be seduced by it, right? That's trade envy. That's one of the things we talk about, right? You start looking at it and you go, man, why don't I just put 5,000 in it? And the next thing you know, you're going to lose your 5,000. So be real careful when you see that type of stuff. It's so enticing, y'all. It's so enticing. But it's dangerous. Oh, is it dangerous? I mean, if you got 25,000 to piss in the wind, go buy you something. TQQQ negative 8.94. But yeah, I saw that and I go, man, I could have made 2 million, 3 million.
If I had 25,000, I'd spend 2 months on the Riviera.
Oh man, you just wait. You see me coming back with a tropical tan from Myrtle Beach, y'all. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna eat me some seafood. I can't wait. It's 25 days, I think, to my vacation. I'm so excited. 8.95 UDAL. UDAL is 4.67. Yeah, what about that? If we just went to total aim and then just did Black Swan hedge, y'all. That don't sound bad because that way you're protecting yourself against, a down market move, and you don't care if it crashes, even though you got all these positive delta stuff. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. 7.94. That may be a good plan. I don't know. I pivot a lot. I am a pivoter. I will abandon you if you're not working for me. I will abandon the trade. I got no problem doing it. And I think that's some traders' problems, right? They don't. UCO is 13.42. Something ain't working. Go something else. But just remember, it's all puts and calls, shares and futures. It's all the same. UPRO. It's all same garbage. UPRO is negative 0.65. Oh, now was Keith Whitley, was he broke up from Lori Morgan when he died? Is that why he overdid his alcohol? Or I can't remember. I got to read up on that. I need to know that story. See, I love the pain behind stories. I love knowing all that stuff. 1.17. But I like soap operas, right? That's why I like this Money Heist. So the Money Heist show is a Spanish show, with English subtitles, and they do it in English, but it doesn't match up with the subtitles. But it's a love story inside of a bank robbery, y'all, and it is good, good, good. Oh, when the professor is sleeping with the old gal that's investigating him, and she don't know it's him, friend. Matt, don't that sound like something you want to watch? Negative 0.8.
I'm not old enough to watch that.
Oh, it's so good. Kim, you would love it. Oh my gosh. It's like,
I don't have time for that. I spend all my time studying physics and tonic science.
hey, isn't it fun to have stuff to do? I am, now that I'm fully retired and I ain't got to work anymore, I'm just like at a point where I'm just having such a good time. But I'm so busy. That's the problem. Negative 0.03.
Well, I'm
Just,
threatening to go back to work after retiring because it was I loaf more at work than I do it now.
yeah. All right, so now we got all that recorded, y'all. It's still telling us what to do. 3 month return. So let's do our 3 months real quick. I'll try to go a little quicker. I could take this over to the side and do quicker, so unless y'all do like seeing it. So now I'm gonna click 3 months down here, and let me pull this over the side, so we'll go a little quicker. And we'll still talk some stories and tales and everything, but that'll just make it a little bit quicker. UMDD is 18.75. Boy, that's doing good over 3 months. 18.75. What do you think you're going to order tonight, Ken, at the restaurant? I mean, you ate.
For me, I'm a fillet. I'm a meatosaurus. So I'll get fillet. And if they don't have that, well, we'll see what happens because I'm also a gourmand and I like and I actually can be really good at French. I can cook French style with great skill. So if they have something that appeals to me in that, then that's what I'd be getting. Uh, but I don't know what they have. I've never been here, so I don't know their cuisine. It's an American type of high-end American fusion place. So, it's. I hope it's not one of those California things where they put a
Lord.
and two asparagus on there and call that a meal.
Yeah, well, I promise you, they're gonna have avocado on it. Hey, look, y'all,
Yeah.
1,659%. Now it wants me to buy 130 shares, so that's wrong. 16.5. I went to one French restaurant. They had it in Villa Rica, which is in my Carrollton, and I go, there's no way that a French restaurant's gonna make it in Villa Rica. I mean, this is the home of barbecue, French fries, right? And it didn't last, but we went, and I had some pork chop. I'm not exactly sure that it was cooked right, and it had some wine glaze, demi-glace, or whatever they call it. And I was like, I don't know about this. So after we left, Beth, that was the one where, I told y'all Beth's sister, she drowned in the Gulf of Mexico. God love her, loved her to death. Didn't we go by McDonald's after we left the French restaurant? You know what you saying?
Took her by Dairy Queen.
Yeah, took by Dairy Queen. Took my sister-in-law by Dairy Queen but it was their idea. Hey, let's go to a French restaurant. And I thought, French restaurant? I mean, I even wore a jacket, y'all. I mean, not a tie, but a jacket.
Well, maybe one day I'll cook something French for you, Bobby. You won't be going to the Dairy Queen after that.
Well, that would be fun. And we're still going to get together, y'all. It's just that Beth's like, what am I going to do with the kids for 2 days while we trade together? So I got to figure that out. So if I can figure out something to keep the kids happy to where Beth can go and enjoy it, but nobody keeps my kids because they're like, my kids are unruly. All right, so now let's do the big green monster. And I drew them this morning.
That was something I learned to do when I retired, Bobby. I went to YouTube and started watching Julia Child episodes from the 70s.
Man, how awesome.
And that's how I learned to cook French, by watching her videos.
Oh, that is so cool.
I also got drunk as a skunk because she likes drinking wine.
Oh, wow. Oversold, below. Does everybody see that? Here's fair value, overbought, oversold. Oversold, below. I don't know if I told you this, but I went, what do we say? Oversold, below. I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta culinary school for about a month. And it's back when Beth and I were first dating. And it was taking up like 5 hours in the evenings. And man, I had to give it up. I said, I got that old woman waiting on me and I want to see her because I was working a full-time job. So, I gave away. But my dream was I wanted to be a chef on a cruise ship. I just thought that would be so cool. All right, UBT, fair, overbought. So it come back into overbought. Right, that's where it is now. So overbought, be below, above. Overbought, below. And please watch me, y'all, because below, above. Okay. Because I mess these things up. I mean, this algorithm is only as good as the data input that we have. But I just thought, man, that would be so fun. And then I quit culinary art school like around October, November. And sure enough, right after Christmas, what did Beth to do? Like she did every year for 6 years. She broke up with me. And I'm like, I'm going to learn, right? I mean, here's the thing. We as humans should learn and adapt. Did I learn and adapt? No. Beth would drop me every Christmas, right after Christmas. All right, so where are we at now? This is fair. Okay, so this is oversold. So it's dropped into overbought now. Overbought, below. Overbought, below. So watch, it's not going to like this. It's buy 17 shares, but it ain't going to like this. Sell 16 shares. I knew that was going to kill it, right? So it's telling us to dump it. I said, now let's go to OS. And miraculously, I would be back with her before Valentine's Day. Because Beth didn't want to spend Valentine's Day all by herself. Beth, you in here? No, she in here anymore. AGQ. So AGQ, look at this weird little, look at that, y'all. It nailed that level and then just started to march up. So this is the fair value here. This is overbought. This is oversold. It's right on the line, y'all. I'm going to call it, since we're going in this direction, I'm going to call this oversold, right? Oversold, below.
My target price, by the way, is 49. Started picking it up at 49 to 50.
Wait a minute, say that again, Ken.
But by my strange mathematics, I'm looking at a 49 to $50 range where I want to go back into it.
Oh,
which
gotcha.
matches that matches that yellow line that you got there in your dotted line.
Gotcha. All right, so this one is fair, so it's overbought, and it's below, above. Overbought, below, above. Overbought, below, above. Overbought, below, above. It's not going to like that, so do nothing. Still do nothing. Okay. TQs. This is kind of fun, though, isn't it? I like doing this every time, once a week. It's just kind of rolling through this because this account's doing so well. It's like, we stumbled on something that's really good. So fair, here's overbought. It's oversold, below, above. oversold, below, below, above. Oversold, below, below, above. Oh, it ain't gonna like this, y'all. Look. Below, below, above. You get below that 20 and it really starts punishing it. All right, so let's go. Oh, we got some stuff in the chat. What have I missed? Dwayne, Wikipedia. Oh, I'll check him out. Yeah, let me copy that so I can look at him later. I'm watching this Gold Show Startup on Netflix. Okay, Matt, I was watching that on Crackle, baby, and I got through 2 seasons of it and I stopped. That is a fabulous show. I love Startup, and it's probably 4 or 5 years old because I was watching it on Crackle and then I just stopped because it's hard to find stuff on Crackle. Where am I at? Udall, right? It's a great show. I love like drug shows, Colombian, whatever, drug shows, all these things. Oh man, that's good stuff. All right, so UDAL is fair, above, above, above. Fair, above, above, above. Startup's good. Oh, ain't got to change anything there. Ugly, ugly. How you doing, ugly? I just love, oh man, you would think I'd know Spanish by, okay, so this is fair here. So this is overbought, above, above, above. Overbought, above, above, above. Overbought. Above, above, above. It'll like that. What? So sell 3? No, sell 2. Okay. But it doesn't like the fact that it's overbought because it thinks it's going to come back in. UCO. Isn't that cool? Who developed this little algorithm? That was me. All right, here we go. Fair value. This is overbought, above, above, above. Overbought, above, above, above. Overbought. Overbought. It ain't gonna like that. Above, above, above. There we go. UPRO. Okay, Narcos is great too. Yes, yes. Oh, Narcos, and I need to get a list of all the ones I've seen. There's one that is so good, but y'all at the end they do some bad things to some little kids, and I was like, oh, it hurt me. And they did something to my little gal in there that I just loved. Oh, she was the Colombian princess, and I'm like, oh my gosh, when they did that to her, I think they cut her head off. Oh, I was like, how can y'all do that? Regina was her name in that show. All right, so this is fair. Price is above, below, below. Fair, above, below, below. No, hold on. Fair, it's above the 20, above, below, above. I'll never remember that. Fair, above, below, above. Fair, above, below. Was that right? Fair, above. Unbelievable. Fair, below. Hold on, let me go back. I got to make sure this is above the 20, but it's below the 50. Yeah, that's right. Below the 50. There we go. All right. Oh man, that's exciting. I may start watching that again. I need to pick up. Yeah, that's a good one. It involves cryptocurrency. Oh, and I love American Greed too, y'all. I'm like, American Greed is what they're like. That guy with that deep booming voice. What the investors didn't realize is that he was that, Madoff was doing blah blah blah. That's so good. All right. Y'all are getting me all, Matt, you get me all discombobulated now. Come on, Matt. All right, let's go to O. O. All right. Look at this. Stair stepping, baby. But it is right dead at fair, above, above, above. That's nice. Hey, Ken, you got any more commentary on that? I know you was watching that at some point. Above, above, above. Fair. Above, above, above. It's going to like being above, so instead of buying 6 shares, it's going to buy 7. All right, junk. Junk. All right, junk this is fair. So this is overbought, oversold, and looks like it's trapped back into fair. So fair, below, below, above. Fair, below, below, above. Fair, below, below, above. They ain't gonna like it. They ain't gonna like it. Below, below, and above. So now the only thing that we have to do is to bring over our little chart and let's load our linear regression on a 1 month basis. Now, Bobby, is this voodoo or does this really work? Well, friend, let me tell you something. If you make it 18% in an account in 2 months, I'm gonna go with it for right now. So let's load that chart style, linear regression. And this goes back to the early stuff that you and I done. And y'all, we still got stuff that we have not done that we're going to do. I have not showed y'all. I told y'all I'm going to the. Where's my dang chart? Load chart layout. Load chart layout. Well, show me here to the linear regression. I hadn't showed y'all the skew driver yet. Skew driver. Compliments of J.L. Lord. Something that he just noticed. So let's see what SPY looks like, first of all. Let's do it as our comparison. SPY, is SPY up or down? This is going to help me to gauge my next week. Well, see, we fell out there. Normally, I might call that upward, but I'm going to call that flat. So SPY is sideways. And that's just for my own little records, right? Because this doesn't affect the algorithm at all. I'm just looking at it. So now let's go to UMDD. UMDD. Oh, El Chapo. Y'all have got to watch that. El Chapo. That's good. UMDD, make sure I'm on a 1 month. 1 month is up, up, and away, baby. That doesn't change. UBT, this is our last set of data, and we're done. We're ready to start making trades. UBT, but then I gotta show you something really important. UBT, y'all, that is flat as a flitter. So let's call that sideways. Yep, sideways. ULE, El Chapo. What do y'all call that? It's kind of sideways. Let's call that sideways. ULE, let's say you're sideways. All right. And AGQ, which is our silver, this we've been talking about a lot. AGQ. I gotta go to the post office today, see that old gal in there. I was gonna bring her flowers because I was so hateful to her last time. AGQ, I mean, it's falling out yet. I've got to call that flat. Right. But then my rose bush is dead for the season. It looks like it didn't have flowers too long. Urti. God, that's up, y'all. Let's call it what it is. It's up. All right, TQs. I gave that talk Sunday night, and there were some people that were offering some advice. Boy, that's flat as a flitter. As far as getting this automated, which would be so good, y'all. Can you imagine if we had this automated, where it automatically pull this stuff in? TQs are sideways, UDAL. And I know that there's a way to do it. I know it's just kind of fun for me putting it in though. But I'm prone to, that's up, UDAL up. I'm prone to making mistakes. That's the only problem. Right? UDAL's up, ugly. Ugly. Hey, y'all be quiet. Daddy's in a session. I got 65 days of summer. Ugly is up, up, and away. UCO is probably up, up, and away. Yeah, it's oil. I'm on the wrong chart, Bob. I did take my medicines this morning too. My venlafaxine and my amphetamines. UCO is up, up, and away. Good. UPRO. Now, the most important component is coming up, and I've not figured out an algorithm yet, but we will. I tried it, and it didn't work, but you and I will put one together. We'll make one. UPRO is up. So basically, we're saying if it's up, it's going to go up. So it'll like that. What? Sell 2 shares, But if I change this to go up, oh no, heavens. When it does that, I don't know why it does that. Just control, copy, control V. Sell 2 shares. O. Let's see. O. We'll come up with an algorithm. O is up. Hey, one of y'all sounds like you're on the beach. Ken, is that you? It sounds like on the beach on the back. Junk is.
Oh, it's probably the fan.
Oh wow. I did not sleep good last night. I had heartburn. We had nachos for supper last night, and they just did not settle with me well. Junk. That's we'll call that sideways. All right, now we've got everything that we need, right? Except, oh, I got to sneeze. Beth, I got to sneeze. Oh, Lord, help me. All right, so let's go to variables. Now, I told y'all that I'm a little more bearish now than I was last week. So last week, I said, let's use 80% to go into these ETFs. But I'm a little bearish now because they've got, great positive deltas to all of these. So I'm going to change this. And it's going to change this. What? It's the allocation, do nothing, buy 3 shares. What's that? So now I'm going to say we're going to go to 75%. And I want to make sure everybody understands why. I'm a little more bearish over the next week based on what I saw on SPY. Let's go back to SPY. SPY. Here we go. SPY is below those 2 moving averages. I think there's a good chance we're going to go back to fill this area. Go back here, right? Test the 200. So I'm going to be a little bearish for the next week. So I'm going to go a little bit more to cash and cash equivalents. So we take that from 80 to 75. So now what does it say do? Instead of do nothing and sell 3, it says sell 6 and do nothing. Isn't that cool? So most of what we're doing is we're going to get rid of some shares. We're going to buy a few shares. We're going to buy some there and buy some there. So I've got my little spreadsheet fixed to where I can do this. Look, I've got this thing pegged, right? So I can just do and take. So here's the advice that this little puppy says that we're going to do. And this has been working so dang well that to keep it going. So let's go back to that account and let's make these changes. All right. So let's see. What am I doing? Positions, options, futures, options, futures, stocks. Undo it. Do it again. Okay. We can do it there, I guess. I don't like them up like that. I wish I could close them all at the same time. All right, let's see. Hey, when's O paying my dang dividend, by the way? Supposed to pay me dividends. I got them in both accounts now. Okay. Hey, what the crap? Hey, what the devil? Hey, what the crap? Show me there. All right, so UMDD, we're going to sell 6 shares. This is the fun part. UMDD, sell 6 shares. So that means we're going to hit the bid. And we're going to sell.
Date is the 15th of June.
Ken's got something going on the 15th of June. Look at him playing in the head. Oh,
No, that's the answer to your question. Oh, you'll get paid for the O dividend on the 15th.
On the 15th, gotcha. All right, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I've ever got a dividend before. All right, so we sold 6. We do nothing in UBT. ULE, y'all, we're punishing it, boy. We're going to sell 20 shares. So let's go to ULE, hit the bid. We'll sell 20. ULE must not have treated us right this week. Getting out of that thing. Let's get us some ka-ching, ka-ching. And we are filled. All right, so AGQ is wanting us to get out of some. So AGQ is sell 7 shares. Hit the bid, sell 7. This is good because it's giving me a little more options buying power too. So I like that. And then we'll see what the Greeks are after we do all this. So AGQ, do nothing in ERDI, do nothing in the TQs. We're going to buy UDAL. We're going to buy 6 shares of UDAL. Let's buy 6 of U. That's 6. Then we'll look at our Greeks. All right, UDAL. All right, ugly. We're going to sell 3 shares. Dang it. Ugly. Sell 3. Hit the bid, baby.
Did I miss anything major, Bobby? Had a lot going on in the
Dude,
past 10 minutes.
Yeah, let me tell you what you missed. We was talking about TV shows, and you need to watch. What was that other one I was talking about? Ugly. UCO. We're gonna buy one. Oh heck, what's the guy's name? He's in New York in a jail right now. I mentioned his name a while ago. The big drug lord in Mexico. What is his name? Did I buy one?
Narcos? I mentioned something about Narcos,
Yeah, but I forget where I'm at. UCO.
but he's dead.
Not the one that's dead. This one's in prison. God, what's the one, y'all, from Mexico? Ugly. Okay, UCO, I got to. My gosh, that's going to kill me. UCO, buy 1 share. Hold on a second. I'll think about it. Just give me a second. UCO, we're buying 1 stinking share. Now, we could not do this, y'all, if we had to pay big commissions, you know? But I think on our little thing, you didn't miss anything. UPRO, we're going to sell 3 shares. Oh, man, they just got his wife, too. UPRO, sell 3 shares. Beth, what's that guy's name? He's the big guy from Mexico. El Chapo. Here you go, Jim. El Chapo. That's good, too. Now, what am I doing? UPRO, we're selling 3 shares. Yeah, that dude. Listen, y'all. Here's what he did when that. I'll just tell you one scene, and it's so sad. So he had all these Mexicans digging these tunnels to the United States, right? Oh, we're going to buy 5. So they got finished, and they've been working months, 24 hours a day, building these tunnels so they can move drugs from Mexico into the United States. And let me tell you what El Chapo did. So they had finished the tunnel, and it was done, and they were celebrating. And so El Chapo had his men to hand out cold beer and $100 bills. They were waving down $100 bills on these guys. And these guys that had been working for months and months and months, man, they were just excited. Dude, they were just going to town, right? And then you know what happened? El Chapo had his hit men, to kill every one of them. Gunned them down, y'all. They had done the work building the tunnel, and they gave them cold beer and $100 bills. And the men thought, man, this is this is it. I have arrived. Then he had them all shot and killed so that they wouldn't tell the location of the tunnels. Now, how'd you like to be working for a dude like that? Hey, Matt, you think your boss is bad? Huh? I mean, my
Oh,
God,
no, I have a great boss.
Oh, you do? Yeah, okay. But, I mean, can you imagine, y'all? I mean, that's terrible. All right, so look what we're doing now. So we're down $10 today in this account. We've got all of our trades. Let's make sure everything filled to fully, right? Activity, make sure we ain't got any working orders. There we go. So here's our positions. Everything looks good. Now let's see what we've got going on. So we've got 8 trades today. We're positive deltas. We're a little negative vega, and we're positive theta. Now we got $3,042 worth of buying power. Look at us. So I don't mind being a little positive delta in this account, but as I've told you, for the next week, I am going to be a little bit more neutral to bearish. I want to be a little bit bearish. So why don't we go and do an options trade? So let's trade SPX. This is our great adjuster, isn't it? And you can see where I have current positions right now. So why don't we go to this 29-day out to July the 2nd, and we're going to put on a what? Put butterfly or call butterfly? Call butterfly to give us negative deltas. All right. We like having our little short at about the 30% probability in the money. Why? That's the way I learned it from Tasty Trade. And I kind of follow their little research. I'll go to the 30. So this is 10 wide this way, 5 wide that way. That ain't right. I need a 5 wide on this side and a 10 wide on this side. And I hope I can find it. Let me see if I can construct it. So that's 10 there. So if we move all of our strikes down, so that's 5, but this is 15. Dang it. All right, let's go down one more. Bring our strikes down here. So that's 5 wide, 75, 80, and then I can move this up to the 90. So everybody get it? 5 wide on the near side, $10 wide on the far side. Bringing me in $1.45, -12, almost -13 delta. So watch it as we get filled. Shaboom, shaboom. This should go down from 190. I say, I have to move it. And replace. Let's get a lower credit. $1.45. So we go from 190 to, well, so we go from 190 to, unbelievable. Placeholder. Come on, we're gonna nickel and dime you, baby, till we get it done. I'm getting in. There we go. So we went from 190 to 176. Theta is mighty manageable, and we got us a little theta there, don't we? Now, what else could I do? Let me just think for a minute. If there's anything else I want to do, if I'm going to stay with this, I think I'll stay with this, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't have to get that totally done in a day as well. So I think that's a pretty good job there in our little AIM account. And the AIM account, how's it doing? Well, at last look, when I last recorded it, it was, let's just take a look and admire it from afar. So many things we do don't work out. If something does, we ought to dang pause for a moment and have a moment of reflection. Let's see, where's it at? Here we go. SPY dashboard. Here we go. So during this time until I last recorded it, what, 6.1 or 6.2? I guess on 6.1. A SPY account, if you had been totally 100% in SPY, you would be up 6.27%. Yay! If you had done the Bobby automatic investment, whatever that M stands for, you would be up 18.31%, over almost 3 times as much as the S&P 500. Isn't that cool? So we'll continue to watch. All right. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.